This is the story of a boy whose mother was a slave. When he was only a few weeks old, he was taken away from her. The baby cried, and his mother reached out in despair. He would never forget that first pain of being torn from the only person he knew.
After that, his grandmother took care of him. She held his small hand and comforted him, walking him through the tall grass to their little hut. She loved him dearly, but life was harsh, and difficult choices had to be made. When he turned 6, his grandmother brought him to a large plantation and left him there to work. He watched her walk away, feeling alone, scared, and abandoned. The endless rows of cotton stretched before him, and he realized the world could be cruel. Later, he was sent to work for a ship carpenter. The carpenter's wife was kind and began teaching him the English alphabet. Even though it was forbidden, he eagerly learned every letter, every word, every sentence. When her husband forced her to stop, he did not give up. He traded food with neighborhood boys just to continue learning. As he read more, he began to understand the injustice of slavery. He bought a book called The Columbian Orator, which showed him the power of spoken and written words. He realized education was the key to freedom. He began teaching other slaves in secret, holding lessons during church meetings. Soon more than 40 people came to learn to read and write. But cruel masters were everywhere. Frederick was sold to a brutal master who enjoyed whipping those who disobeyed. For 6 long months, he suffered. One day, he fought back. The battle lasted 2 hours, and finally, the master gave up. From that day on, Frederick promised himself he would never be beaten again. At the age of 20, after 2 failed attempts, he finally escaped. Disguised as a sailor, he fled to the north, where slavery was illegal. For the first time, he tasted freedom, and he vowed to dedicate his life to fighting injustice. He joined abolitionist meetings, and in 1841 became a speaker for the Massachusetts Anti-Slavery Society. He gave passionate speeches, wrote books about his life, and started a newspaper called the North Star. Even when attacked by a mob, Frederick refused to give up. He inspired people with his courage, his words, and his vision of freedom. Frederick Douglass became an advisor to President Abraham Lincoln. He helped the president understand how black soldiers should be treated and urged him to give all black men and women the right to vote. In 1863, Lincoln declared all slaves free. Frederick became the first African American to hold a high government position in the United States and was later nominated for vice president. Frederick Douglass spent his life teaching that education can change lives. He inspired future leaders and motivated people to fight for justice. He once said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress. People who want freedom without effort are like farmers who want crops without plowing, or sailors who want the ocean without its waves." Frederick Douglass's life reminds us to never give up, no matter how hard life becomes.